What's going on, everybody? It's Falchion with you once again. Once again, we're here for another episode of Borderless Gaming GSA, episode number 46 this time around. With me again is Evil. Say what's up to the people, Evil.
Yo, hope everybody's well. I hope everybody's had a good week and looking forward to another one.
Also with us is the Geek Master himself, Geek.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you feel welcome. Hope you find a home.
We do hope you find a home with us here. And so what have you guys been into this week?
I'm still working on this move.
I've actually podded away at the Witch Queen DLC on Destiny. I actually got the story completed, so
Nice.
moving on to all the little side things now, and yeah, it's been fairly enjoyable. Apart from trying to do it legendary solo, that was different.
It's got to be rewarding, though. What's going on, Keisha? Glad you could make it with us. Make it to be with us today, and a happy Sunday to you as well.
Happy Sunday, Keisha.
So, me personally, I've been on Elden Ring still, and it's beating me down. That game is beating me down. It's so hard. It only gets worse. The better I make my character, it seems the more difficult the game becomes. So, yeah. Geek. Did you get any? Speaking of Keisha, did you get any more information as far as the whole Steam Deck thing goes?
So we're gonna skip the whole this week in gaming history.
Okay, no, we don't have to do that. My bad, dog. My bad. Okay, this week in gaming history, nothing happens. Sorry. No, I'm just 19 years ago today, Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance released for the PC. Now, actually, Geek got me into Metal Gear for, what was it, Metal Gear Solid 3, maybe 4.
What was it, Patriots?
It was right before man, I can't.
Sons of Liberty.
Okay. So I never played Metal Gear Solid 2. I always did want to go back. Actually, I did play the very first one on like the original PlayStation, I think it was. Like years and years ago. Tweety Pie, hey, welcome to the stream. I'm doing well. We hope that you're doing well as well. That's a lot of wells. But glad you could make it tonight. Thank you for hanging out with us. But so yeah, 19 years ago, Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance. I'd like to go back and visit those. I think that may be something that I do here in the near future. Pardon me. So now, Geek, are we ready? Are we ready to talk?
I believe so.
Because Keisha needs. I need Keisha to have the best possible information, because like it broke my heart when she said that she canceled her subscription. I was like dumbfounded and sad inside. Glad to hear it, Tweety Pie. Glad to hear it.
So I go back. This
Keisha's
was
laughing, but I'm not kidding.
No, Keisha, we literally was like, hey, that thing that Keisha asked about, we got to make sure we get that in. Good evening, Andrea.
Hey, Andrea, welcome to the show. Glad you could make it, and happy Sunday to you as well.
Evening.
So, This was as of March 5th, was the latest information that I found. And they're still sticking to it. Uh,
What's going on, Shadow?
hey,
Glad you could make it,
Shadowfire,
bro.
is that uh, Destiny 2 on Steam Deck will get you banned.
So just no changes, huh? I mean
No
that
changes. And it seems like they're doubling down on it.
it just seems like a foolish move. Like arguably one of the most popular games that there is in the world right now. And
Is your heart doing a little better now that Keisha said she'll reserve one again?
no, because it doesn't change the fact like that. I mean, and this has nothing to do with Keisha. I'm not blaming you, Keisha. I'm sad for you is what it is. Is like she wants to play Destiny in a fashion that's portable, right? I can
Right.
completely understand that. And I mean, I don't know how much traveling Keisha does or whatever in her life, but I get that when she's out and about and all the time that she already has into Destiny, and when if she's gonna be playing while she's away from her main station or what have you, she's gonna want to put that little bit of extra time into Destiny. And so for Bungie to just be like, it's Bungie, right?
Yeah.
Um, to just be like, nah, if you play it on this system, you're gonna get banned is weird to me. Like, I would think that they would want people playing their game as much as possible, especially since they're trying to make this game last for at least 10 years.
The
I'm
biggest
glad
thing
you're
I've
happy to
read
be
about
here.
it, the biggest thing I've read about it is all the fingers are getting pointed at the Battle Eye anti-cheat system. So that opens up another well of questions. If Battle Eye is such an issue, there's a lot of games out there that run that. Does that mean those games aren't going to go onto the Steam Deck?
Right. Like, isn't it like the lion's share of games on Steam, at least that you play multiplayer, are protected by BattleEye, right?
Yeah, I mean the biggest ones I could think of is Ark Survival Evolved. You've got DayZ and Rainbow Six Siege. They are the ones off the top of my head that I know uses the BattleEye launcher. There's a lot more than that. I think even the whole ARM franchise. I think there's a
Yeah.
lot. There's a lot uses that system. So is it a bigger issue?
And I mean, Valve has said that, hey, most of the games on Steam will be able to be played on the Steam Deck, and so I can't imagine, right? And correct me if I'm wrong. You guys are more technically minded as far as this stuff goes than I am, but if it's one way for one thing, so if it's one way for Destiny, it's going to be that way for all the other games that BattleEye is on, right? I mean, that's the way it works.
Okay. Again, um, Bungie has not said what their issue is. That's everybody speculating that the issue is with BattleEye. We don't know that to be the case. And in some instances, the argument is that it's just a choice for some reason, which Bungie won't lay out specifically.
Keisha says
See,
they're also
right.
stopping people from on console from using software to be able to use the mouse and keyboard. So why? That's confusing to me. That doesn't make sense to me.
It's not confusing. Console players cry because keyboard and mouse players so much more typically can get those specific headshots.
Okay, but right here is what she's reporting to us is that hey, there's software that you can use on a console to be able to use mouse and keyboard so that you can step up, so that you can be on that level if that's what you feel like you need to be, but they're saying no, you can't do that.
Because the majority won't.
So then if you choose not to do something that will help you, right? That can help you. Isn't that on you? Not I don't know. See,
They're trying to appease the majority of the community. Excuse me. If the majority of the community is crying about, unfair advantage, it's easier just to say, those of you who choose to do it, don't. And specifically, Keisha was saying on console. So if you're on console, you already have the controller, so there's no complaint the other way.
mhm.
It's only the people complaining that they're getting shredded. You cannot acquire a target as fast with a controller as you can with keyboard and mouse.
I mean, you would
I
think it'd
don't
still be an option because in Destiny, even the consoles, you're still locked into the open pool with PC players when you go into Crucible. So it would be good if they actually gave the option for a keyboard and mouse because you can do it on the likes of Call of Duty and stuff. If you want to plug one into your console and go with a keyboard and mouse, they will let you. Because you're still getting put in the same pool with people. So yeah,
Okay,
should
well,
it come to choice?
now that's a choice also, because I believe there's a way to choose or to specify if you're gonna be up against mouse and keyboard players. At least originally when they did it, that was talks. Because they for the same reason. They were worried about those complaints. So they didn't know if people were going to want to be abused. Hey Lewis, how's it
What's
going?
going on, Lewis? Lewis is online. What's going on, buddy?
Good to
Yeah,
see him there.
yeah, for sure. It just seems like they're shooting themselves in the foot with all this, and like I believe, and I could be wrong, but I believe the Steam Deck is going to be like this really big thing, right? Um,
Not if they
to
keep cutting off games.
yeah, but it's not like it's Valve that's doing it, right? It's Bungie. Like Bungie is you're refusing to look. This is a low cost entry into PC gaming, right?
Right.
Because um you can hook the Steam Deck up to mouse and keyboard, monitor. Um, you can add extra storage. They're even reporting now that they're going to be allowing people to go in and put in like M.2s or what have you. It's going to be a task to do it, but you can do it. And so it's a low cost entry into PC gaming for anybody that wants to go that route. Not to mention it's a hybrid like console with its controllers, built-in controller, and if you don't like the layout of that, you can even hook up a controller. So I would think Bungie would want to be on board. I would think everybody would want to be on board. I know um, actually, the next story is uh, Evil. I believe you posted this up. That there's no easy way for to play for Game Pass to be played on the Steam Deck as of now, right?
Yeah, and I've
Not
just
for the,
seen something conflicting about that. I think it was just earlier on today saying that apparently you can actually access the Game Pass through, is it Microsoft Edge on the Steam Deck? Basically using, I think you're using the cloud gaming feature.
Oh, whoops, that's the wrong story. So yeah, like I know that Phil Spencer has already publicly said that um he enjoys the Steam Deck. He likes it, right? And that he wants Game Pass to be a part of it. And so if it isn't now set to go that direction, I believe it will be in the very near future as the guys over at Valve and the guys over at Xbox, kind of collaborate on what they each need to do to make it work. But it's already set up that yes, you can run any OS on the Steam Deck. So it I don't see it being a problem. If it's still a problem, but because this is probably a few days old now, and I'm sure that they've been working on it as the Steam Decks are already out in the wild, and I know I'm just waiting for Q2 to get mine, so I can see them working that out pretty quickly and pretty effectively, and I think that it's a perfect platform for Game Pass.
Just reading something about Microsoft providing an update on support on the Steam Deck, and it's saying that most of its Xbox game studios will run on the Steam Deck. But Gears 5, Halo, the Master Chief Collection, Halo Infinite, Microsoft Flight Simulator will be unsupported, and that's due to anti-cheat systems. And it's unclear if these will ever make it to
Wow.
the Steam Deck due to the anti-cheat systems.
Okay, so that kind of ties back into the whole Destiny thing, doesn't it? So it really is an anti-cheat thing, but then that makes me worried that there are going to be a lot of games on uh, Steam that aren't going to be able to run on the Steam Deck.
Yeah, that's. I think developers are, if they can't get their anti-cheat system working, they're going to have to look and see if they're willing to change their anti-cheat software to one that can actually run.
Yeah, that could be a huge change.
that's what I said. If people start finding out that they can't play their games on the Steam Deck, then it loses appeal.
Yeah.
Yeah, as evidenced by Keisha, like
She turned her
Keisha
back
is
quick.
right.
Can't play the game I want to play.
She was like,
You're
I
out of
can't do
here.
what? But yeah, that's unfortunate if that's the case. But and maybe Steam Deck goes in a different direction to where it's a machine made um for single player games. But that would suck, man. Like because there are so many single player games that are also multiplayer and I don't know if those get tossed out as well.
Right, Shadowfire? She jumped out quick. Oh, she took her toe right out of the water. Nope, not doing that.
Much too cold.
She's like, the
But
water is not fine. The water is not fine.
but again, I mean, I really want the Steam Deck to thrive. Just that new system being out there, right? But man, that would
I
suck
don't
if
know that there's not a solution on the Xbox right now. Well, not right now, but in an Xbox update, which I think I just received, Steam is on the Xbox.
really.
Yes,
Okay.
I can't see. I don't see that picture, but in this article, I don't know if everybody knows who Xbox Ready is. On the 23rd of
Yeah.
March, so 4 days ago, they were talking about the next Xbox update. Why am I not? Uh, I should have had this ready. My apologies. Um, this share with me. So in this, he talks about the Steam update, the Xbox update allowing you to play Steam, and the picture is actually with the Steam logo as a tile on the home screen.
Okay. So
So
then, if they're working it out like that, then I imagine that means that if it isn't now, very soon it will be easy to play Xbox games on the Steam Deck, because that's huge to put Steam. If I can go on my Xbox and play my Steam library on there, you know how huge that boosts my game library on each of those systems to be able to play the other.
exactly that.
That's insane. And now if they work that out really well, where people were saying that Xbox needs a handheld, not anymore if you can just use the Steam Deck, right?
Right.
So,
Well, I don't know if it goes the other way.
what do you mean?
Okay, so you have Steam on the Xbox, but are you going to be able to um, play Xbox on the Steam? That's a question mark.
It
Oh,
would
he was holding the Steam Deck right there, I think.
I would be surprised if they don't let it be a like for like thing. To where if you can do one on the other, then you should be able to do the other on the one. I confuse myself a lot of times.
Well, I guess this answers the question. Are you looking
Okay,
at the
so
screen right?
yeah, Game Pass is officially on Steam Deck. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm sure there was something I think earlier on I briefly read. I think it's through Microsoft Edge on the Steam Deck. You can get into the Game Pass and play it through basically the cloud. Because obviously you've got the ability to play the Xbox Game Pass games from a web browser. So because you can access a web browser through the Steam Deck, that's giving you the ability to get into the Xbox Game Pass.
I mean, that's working. So Shadow says that Keisha has some more news that she told him recently. And so what's up, Keisha? What's the news?
Isha, we got a spot for you if you want to co-host.
Yeah, right. Come
We can
on.
get we can get you in here, Keisha, if you got news.
Look, we have a lineup for 3 more people right on this other side. um, but no, seriously, yeah, Keisha, if you want to be part, it would be cool though if they would get rid of the the yearly. Well, I guess kind of they are, because I guess it's being integrated into Game Pass. Unless you're thinking that they should get rid of even the, but they'll never get rid of the subscription for Game Pass. Like that's their bread and butter. Keisha said she doesn't even know what news you're talking about, Shadow.
Shadow, are you giving
Hey,
up the secret to
Kimberly.
the back cave?
Welcome to the show, Kimberly. Glad you could make it tonight.
Good evening, Kimberly.
Evening.
Keisha, I'm willing on record to extend the Keisha G segment on Borderless Gaming.
There you go.
Come on in, Keisha. See, the water's fine here.
What OBS on Steam? As you mean as a part of Steam, to be able to just stream directly from Steam type of thing? Is that what you're saying?
We're gonna have to move the show time because of your bedtime, Keisha. Is that what you're telling us?
Hey, you can do it while laying in bed. Only difference would be instead of typing, you'd be talking.
Yeah, you don't have to put your camera on.
Yeah.
We don't want to catch you in a bonnet. That's not. None of us want to see that.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, you could just have a nice like avatar or whatever. See, we can work it out. She said, "No, geek."
Come on, Keisha G at noon on Borderless Gaming, and then during the show, we'll just have the guys' reaction to what Keisha said at noon. There you go.
She said, "No means no." Shadow
No,
says you
Cody.
can get OBS through Steam now. So I mean,
Damn, yeah, I just went and searched the Steam store, and you can actually download OBS Studio directly from Steam without going to the OBS website.
wow.
So, like, is this a tool that's been put on there to make it possible to stream from the likes of the Steam Deck? Then,
Hey, Plank. Good
Wow,
information.
that's huge. What's going on, Plank? Plank says that Keisha's Steam has a stream function, but it does not broadcast to major sites, as far as I know.
yeah, this is the proper OBS Studio that I'm looking at on the Steam store.
So that may be something to test this week to see how that works.
Yeah, I'll have to have a look at that, and might have to give that a little test.
Yeah, Keisha, I'm gonna have to agree with Geek on this, Keisha. You're bringing the serious news.
Even though I love your information, Keisha, you're making me nervous. I feel like my job is in jeopardy.
Dun dun dun.
Keisha, I'm looking around. You know, Falchion has a Steam Deck, so he might do one of those Dr. Evil push a button and the floor. My chair goes into the floor.
You might be in danger. That's not the end of the show thing, though. I mean, it is, but it's not what I meant. It's a danger sound. You know what? I'm not pushing that button anymore for the rest of the show.
That's
To the
okay,
very end.
because that's how I felt when he pressed the button. What's okay there?
But Plank says if you're playing a game, I can watch you play through Steam Messenger. Now, I actually have done that, watch people play their games through Steam. But if they have a proper OBS now, if they have OBS proper, then there must be a way. I'll check it out this week because I'm super curious. That would be cool. Okay. How
Yeah,
do I
that
like
is
the Steam Deck?
that is definitely the proper OBS
No,
studio on Steam.
no. He said I have a Stream Deck, not the Steam Deck. I do have the Steam Deck on order, but I got pushed from Q1 to Q2 with all the mix up of everything, so I haven't gotten mine yet.
Right. So did I. Because
What
we
else
are
do we have
definitely
going
waiting
on?
for it. Even though now, funny enough, after Keisha's news, I am concerned about what games won't I be able to play. You know, that seems like a lot of money for me to not be able to play what I want.
I think it's going to be a matter of, are you satisfied with what you can play? And I still haven't heard any reporting. Like, I would imagine that there are enough of them out in the wild right now that if there were a whole bunch of games that you can't play, that people would be um, complaining about that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think it's an issue. Okay, I will do an unboxing when it's delivered, and you'll be able to see all the packaging and everything because I'm actually curious as well. And I haven't really seen much going on surrounding that. I'm wondering if just like the big names have it right now. But it shouldn't be that way because, like I said, I was slated to get it in Q1, and I just got pushed back one. So I imagine everybody got pushed back one. But I'm definitely looking forward to it. It's gonna be epic. I think. I hope. Plank said his concern is the lifespan of the device. How future proof is it? Well, I mean, I can give you this information and you can tell me what you think, right? So, everything that you can pretty much hook up to your PC, you can hook up to this. Now, you may have to add some USB stuff, right? Or what have you, but from what I understand, you can hook up like an external graphics card, um, monitors, mouse and keyboard, um, extra storage and everything. You can, like I said, do more of the internal storage. So there's a lot of upgrades that you can do, but a lot of those upgrades at the same time take away from the portability of it, right? So
Oh, sorry.
it starts to become not so much a handheld anymore the more you add to it, right? But to be able to use it, uh, I think you can. There are a lot of upgrades you will be able to do to be able to continue to use it in the future. But as far as I know, it's got like the latest and greatest of technology in it now at this point in time. So how long you tell me, Blank, how long does that kind of technology kind of last?
Fashion. I'm looking at Steam right now.
Uh
I got moved to Q3.
are you serious?
Your expected order availability Q3, July
Whoa.
through September.
All right, now you got to run the show for a second because I got to check mine. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, but I'm feeling some kind of way right now.
And I don't remember receiving, like the first time we got an email that
Right.
said when we got moved. I'm a little pissed off. I'm a little concerned with that resolution also. 1280 by 800.
For a screen that size, I don't think it's an issue. You know what? I really shouldn't be doing this. This is not professional. I apologize, guys. I'll look that up later.
No, this is professional. This is you bringing news to the people. Because I see that all the models say Q3 now. Expected order availability. But mine's, and then it says, I have the option to cancel the reservation, but it says your expected order availability Q3. So, guys, if you pre ordered your Steam Deck, check your availability at store.steampowered.com. And then when you log in, it has my reserve date, and then it tells me my expected availability.
Log in. Sign. Why isn't it showing me?
Oh, maybe I did miss because it says next batch of order emails was March 7th. So maybe I missed an email. Why do you feel that you're losing lifespan, Plank? I mean, 3 months. As much as I would like it sooner rather than later. Yours got pushed back also, Shadowfire? Uh-oh.
Oh, man. It's not giving me the option to sign in, so I can't see mine.
On
Here
the
we go.
top, you don't see login?
No, I didn't, but I got around it. Nope, I'm still Q2. April through June.
Who does this guy know?
Woo! Oh my goodness.
I feel like evil. I feel like that was a under on the low FU.
No.
He's like, woo.
I'm
I'm not a
just
peasant like Geek.
I'm just happy because like things come out and people get things like stickers that I don't get.
Clearly,
Give
he
it a,
got the
give it a
Steam
few
plug.
weeks. Give it a few weeks. He was sitting there on the show, just casually looking down, playing that Steam Deck.
Yeah, but he won't be playing Destiny.
That's true.
No.
But, so wow, both of you guys got pushed back. That's crazy.
Wow.
It's in the Steam store.
But I'm not.
I got the Steam plug. I don't even know what that means, but it doesn't sound comfortable.
Okay, I don't know where his mind just went.
No, see, your mind was somewhere because
The
it
ideas
didn't go in.
expressed by Falchion does not necessarily reflect the minds of Borderless Gaming GSA.
Oh my goodness. Shadow says no G2 for him or anyone for that matter. That's true, man. They gotta change that, man. They really do.
Am I gonna have to put an age disclaimer at the beginning of the show?
You might have to. No, you went there, not me. But I mean, that's insane though. That it's like Star Wars, you know, Steam Deck. You're supposed to be the savior, right? You're
Right.
supposed to be the one, the console to unite us all, and things are just kind of slipping, I guess. But I guess things in the world are getting worse and not better as well. So I guess I can understand them pushing it back. I just really don't want them to push mine back. For real.
F what they do to Geek, but you just
Nah. I mean,
don't want
I
them to
don't want
push
them to push
yours.
yours back either. But
Oh, thank you, sir.
since yours has been pushed back, and I do feel deeply for you.
What about Shadowfire?
You can play it vicariously through me though. Like
Oh, that's what we're doing. I gotta live my life through you.
if I'm just saying, like, if we test the whole OBS thing and it works, and then it works on the Steam Deck, and then I can stream from the Steam Deck. See, I got you, geek. Don't worry, I got you covered, bro. See.
I guess I'm gonna have to look out for you, Shadowfire. You know, sorry you got pushed back, brother.
I'm sorry,
You know, unlike this
I'm sorry you
guy,
got pushed back too, Shadow.
you know, his first world problems. Woo!
Look,
I only
so
got pushed back to Q2. You know, I don't know what these other peons are doing.
look, last week I had to fly out. I had to go. I had to leave home, right? And for some reason, I'm going west, but instead of my plane going west, my plane goes northeast, and I land in Geek's hometown. And this is totally off the subject. I tried to hook up with Geek, but turns out that if you buy liquor, and I didn't buy liquor, just somebody that I was with bought liquor. I don't drink. If you buy liquor from the duty free store, you can't take it out of the airport and come back in with it. I don't even know
And
where that
Geek,
came
being
from.
the good friend that he is, turned his car around,
That's
jumped
true.
into major traffic,
Yes, because New York is crazy.
and was sitting there trying to get to Falchion just to be able to dap him up.
Keisha, are you
Hey,
talking
dude.
about
Hey, dude, safe travels. None of that.
are you talking about that Tiny Tina's Wonderland? Is that what you're talking about?
Oh yeah, I've got a few people on my friends list playing that.
There you go. Andrew says I'm selflessly volunteering to be the Steam Deck guinea pig. So
Well, if anybody knows Falchion, he always jumps into the early adopter pool,
that is
you
true.
know, to go through whatever headaches. And he knows that it can happen. And
It
he's like,
happens.
but I gotta have it, Geek, but I gotta have it. So
Yeah. I haven't played it yet, Keisha. Actually didn't realize it. I thought it was out. Well, I guess it really is the end of March right now. Wow, time is flying. But I am interested in it. Have you played it at all, Keisha?
Yeah, I think it came out on Friday.
On Friday?
I believe so, yeah. I've still not even finished the last Borderlands game yet, so yeah, maybe need to get that finished off first.
I do need to. I do want to play it. No, Keisha
my
says she hasn't
disappointment
yet either.
is what happened to the day before. We've heard nothing else.
Wow, you're right, huh? Guys, we were reporting on that on nearly like a weekly basis or what have you. So, yeah, what did happen to that?
Yeah, it's still slated for a June release the last time I looked at it, but everything just seems to have went very, very quiet. I'm not sure if that's a good sign.
Especially if they're talking about a June 21st release on Steam.
Hmm.
You would think as we get closer, there might be a talk of a beta.
Well, E3 is coming, right? So
Oh, I think they're saving up the news for E3.
maybe they're doing a big dump on E3.
I think that'd be too late because E3 will be in June. I don't think that's going to give them enough hype time for the. If that's coming on June the 21st, I mean, we've not actually got the official dates for E3 yet, do we? It's normally around about
No.
the. It's about the teens, normally about like 15, 16.
So like if they were to say during E3, you know, open beta now, right? Right after the presentation, I think that would give it a lot of hype, um, and then let people play. Well, no, I don't know because you still need that week between the beta and the actual release to clean up anything that people report. So yeah, I don't know. That's looking like it may be pushed back, and they just haven't announced it yet. That kind of
The,
sucks.
the last news for the game was in January, and that was just a gameplay review with ray tracing and stuff. We've heard nothing since then. I know one of the other big anticipated games on PC just got pushed back this week. Sons of the Forest. I'm not sure if anybody's seen that one.
I haven't seen that one.
I haven't
Um,
seen that one.
it's highly for anybody that's played the original The Forest game. It's very highly anticipated, and I think this is the fourth time the game's been delayed.
I
So
have
we
that
are
game. I haven't even played it yet.
we do seem to be getting into a window where a lot of developers are announcing pushbacks again. I really hope the day before doesn't, because feels like we've been waiting a long time for this.
So, Evil, you had a big story that I think is kind of important. I'd love for you to elaborate on it, and that is that Steam has reportedly halted payments to to developers in the Ukraine.
Yeah, I've seen this. There's obviously there's so many things coming out about what's going on across that side of the world. But there was a developer came out and basically Valve were effectively not paying the developers because I'm not sure if it's coming down because obviously, as we touched on the other week, Visa's like cancelled people's
Right,
cards and stuff across. Um, but that was coming from Russia's side of the border,
right.
whereas this one has targeted the other side for Ukraine, which I felt was very strange. That very much feels like the wrong people getting punished.
That's insane for sure. I wonder if they're maybe worried because I'm hearing a lot about cyber um, hacks and attacks over in that region um, against both sides. So I'm wondering if they're worried about something like that.
Yeah, I mean, um, the thing I read, it was saying that they were stopping payments to developers from Russia, Belarus, and Ukraine. And the email they were getting sent out was pointing at their bank account. It was telling them that they need to correct their bank account information. Whereas, like, how are you supposed to do that if that's your only bank account? And I wouldn't imagine you could just go and open a bank account in Ukraine right now. I mean,
Yeah.
surely assets have probably been secured. Got to imagine most of the banks will be closed and everything will be emptied back into wherever they keep it. So yeah, it's very strange though that like this is the first time we're hearing that Ukraine's been targeted and they seem to be getting punished for this. So it seems strange to me. That
Hopefully
very
they
much feels like the wrong person getting punished.
right. Hopefully they can get all that cleared up sooner rather than later, because I would imagine seriously that people over there really need all the income that they can get to be able to survive everything that they're going through right now.
Yeah, that was a big story that a lot of collateral damage. You know, people being penalized, and they're not party to this. To the Russian invasion,
Mhm.
and yet they're being hurt by it, and it's pretty sad.
Yeah.
A lot of companies have stopped dealing with people, and I mean it's more far-reaching than just that region. There's a Russian restaurant in New York City that is being hurt by it,
Wow.
and I didn't realize that. I'm sorry, I'm ignorant that how that trickles down, and that story caught my attention.
Yeah. That truly does suck though. In lighter news though, I did want to give you a chance to speak on that. Um, I know what's going on over there is like what we would consider danger close to where you are, and could easily spill over, and we really don't want that. But like I said, in lighter news, you also said that or reported that EA Play Live will be skipping 2022. What's that all about, bro?
Yeah, again, I'm not sure about that. That's strange because EA always has the EA Play Live.
Right.
Um, that's where they show everything off. But is it the case of they don't have a lot to show this year? I've not actually seen a full reason of why. Um, yeah, I'm not sure on. I mean, obviously, it was a couple of months ago that we're not actually sure what's happening. One of their biggest games is the FIFA franchise. And we've not heard if EA still has that because apparently FIFA was going to be taking it away from them.
Yeah, that I saw that a little while ago that FIFA was that they were losing their license for FIFA, and they talked a big game about how they didn't need the FIFA name, that they'd still have the core mechanics of the game, and people would still flock to that. But I don't think that's true, because if if I'm saying to you, and it's like jacuzzi, right? Like not all jacuzzis are hot tub. Wait, how's the saying go? Not all jacuzzis are hot tubs, but not all hot tubs are jacuzzis, right? Jacuzzi is a brand name. Same with FIFA. Like And if you ask most people, you know, if somebody's going to tell you I'm playing a soccer game, it's generally going to not going to be I'm playing a soccer game or I'm playing FIFA, right? Even if they're not playing FIFA, it just tends to go down that way for some reason. With the popularity of it, I guess. And so if EA loses that brand, and I'm not sure where it ever went because I didn't hear anything more about it, but if they lose that brand, then they're going to be losing a lot more than I think they're willing to let on. And so I'm wondering, like EA has gone through a lot, right? With the whole Battlefield thing. That was the biggest screw up that they could have possibly made, on top of all the screw ups that they've had previous to that. And
Yeah.
so it kind of feels like they maybe need to restructure, and maybe that's what they're doing, resulting in them skipping one of their big events for the season, right? For this year or what have you.
Yeah, I mean, all they've said on this is they're not having the EA Play Live event, but they still have many projects in the works, and we're going to hear from them independently when the time is right. Now, touching on the Battlefield thing quickly, I did see something the other day. I would need to go and find it again and try and see if there's truth behind it, but I did read somewhere that potentially the developers for Battlefield have basically given up and started working on the next game.
Really?
Yeah, it's I'll need to try and find that and maybe see if we can bring light to that in the next show. But to be honest, it wouldn't surprise me. It feels like they really failed on that one, and I don't think EA or DICE can save Battlefield 2042. I mean, the only way I could see that game as potentially being saved is somehow make it free to play.
And I keep hearing rumors about that, and the Shadow says Battlefield wasn't the worst one, though. It was the Star Wars. What was it? Battlefront. Star Wars Battlefront, and I do remember that being worse. That was a horrible. Before they fixed it, and they did fix it, but before they fixed it, that was horrible.
And to me, it's worrying seeing EA making these big mistakes in the chain because EA owns one of the biggest franchises that I play with Formula One.
Now
And
it's
Yeah.
time
quite a lot
for
of other ones.
Faustin to hit the Geek Master button.
Oh my goodness. So what's that? Like 2 minutes? Go ahead.
Well, I just didn't want to cut
like
him
2
off
minutes.
while he was in the
Yeah.
middle of something.
Yeah, it's worrying EA are making a lot of mistakes down the line publishing these games, and yeah, they bought up quite a lot of games when they bought up Codemasters, and yeah, I really hope they don't kill the racing franchises off.
Right. And so my hope is that it is a restructuring time for them. A lot of publishers, I guess. I think it's more publishers rather than developers are making huge mistakes with their games and how they're doing them. You see, we had reported, both of us actually noticed that X Defiant was no longer Tom Clancy's X Defiant, is now just X Defiant, because that was a foolish. There was there's no correlation outside of the characters that they use, and they're from Tom Clancy game past games, but it's not a Tom Clancy kind of game. It's not a strategic shooter like Tom Clancy games always have been. Some kind of strategic, not necessarily shooters, because there have been like real time strategies games and everything. But so Ubisoft is trying to clear that up, and then PlayStation with this whole Gran Turismo thing. And you know me, right? I'm a big racing fan. My whole setup, my whole racing setup is around being able to use it on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. And I didn't get Gran Turismo 7 because of how horribly they're treating that game, and the horrible hoops you have to go through just to progress. And for that to be the case is huge. But they're really screwing up one of their flagship franchises, and but that seems to be the way of things. We've come to accept mediocrity in these games and from these publishers, and only now are a lot of people really starting to react and voice their opinions, and trust their lack of wow satis I can't even say the word.
Satisfaction.
Thank you. So maybe EA is seeing that, and like I said, taking a step back, kind of restructuring things, because whoever does it right from now on, from this point forward, if you're doing your games right, you're gonna stand out, right? It's no longer a matter of the anomaly being that this company did something wrong. The anomaly is going to be this company did it right, and that's going to pull a lot of people to your games. So yeah, and with that, Geek, any more to say?
Oh, sir. Episode 46 should be in the can.
All right, Evil, any last thoughts?
No.
Well, then why don't you go ahead and tell the people where they can find you?
Right, on Steam, Xbox, and Twitch, it's Evil Scotsman, swapping the O and the I for a 0 and the 1. Discord, it's Evil Scotsman, swapping the first E and Evil for a 33. And YouTube is just Evil Scotsman. And head on over to TweetyPie on Twitch, TweetyPie94, and give her a follow as well. Just starting out streaming, so I'm sure she would appreciate that.
Say that.
Yeah.
Say her name again.
TweetyPie94.
Is that on Twitch or
On
YouTube?
Twitch.
Twitch, yeah.
Twitch. Geek, where can they find you?
Geekmaster NYC on Xbox, PlayStation, Twitch, Steam. Whoa, did I get it? Discord. You put it up. I thought I'm so used to you giving me a hard time.
It's there the whole time.
And GKMSTR on Uplay. And then on Uplay it's Geekmaster NYC fully spelled out. There we go. And I can be found on Wednesday Wise because I believe, and hopefully Kimberly's here so we can hold her feet to the fire. We're gonna get back on that. As well as there are some other things coming up. I'm working out a deal and keep that on the wraps, but look forward to it.
Cool.
And where can the people find you, Fauci?
They can't find me, but they can find Plank on Twitch as Plank GJE. Steam, he's PJ Danger. On Discord, he's Plank. Instagram, he's Plank909. Pokemon Go, he is 5914-3158-0040.
Be careful
Plank
playing Pokemon with that guy. That guy he is mean.
ruthless, right? Yeah, Plank is still doing stuff behind the scenes, providing stories and everything. Just to let you guys know, just his work schedule and everything is busy, and so doesn't know, can't say for sure when he can be around on Sunday. So he's taking that step back. until hopefully things clear up. But yeah, Plank
And
is
if you
still
guys
around.
are subscribed to his Instagram, take a look. He's lost a good deal of weight, you know,
Dude,
making me contemplate my life. What am I
he's
doing?
unrecognizable. Kimberly does says Wednesday Wise will be back soon. So we are looking forward to that. Very cool. I'm glad to hear that. But no, seriously, as far as I mean that was serious, but you know what I mean. As far as me, on the PlayStation, Steam, and Twitch, I'm Falchion757. On the Xbox, I'm Falchion GSA. And here on YouTube, you can find me at Borderless Gaming GSA, right where you are right now. I want to thank you guys all for hanging out with us tonight and showing us your love and your support.
Travel safe there, Plank.
But is he going somewhere?
Indiana for the week.
Oh, nice. Are you gonna be in Indiana for your birthday? Plank's birthday is coming up, by the way, guys. On the well, I'm not telling your age. On the 3rd is Plank's birthday, so happy birthday to Plank. If we don't get to see him before then. Shadow says, "Congrats, Plank. Keep up the awesome work." Yeah, he is almost and like I've known Plank for 30 years or something, and he's almost unrecognizable. I saw a picture of him and I was like, "Who is this?" for a second, and then his facial structure starts to come into it. It's crazy how much he's done. Pretty awesome. Plank, you working out? The people want to know.
Yeah, Keisha asks, do you even lift, bro?
Shadow says, wants everyone to have a great evening.
Same to you, Shadow 5.
Plank says, it's great to see us on screen. Love to everyone in chat. It's good to have you in chat, bro.
Oh, he'll be back by
Plank
his
says he'll
birthday.
be back by his birthday, so that's cool. Happy early birthday from Andrea Plank. Happy early birthday from Keisha. Happy birthday from Shadow.
Well, I got to get in there too now.
Shadow says he's out later, Shadow. Glad you could stop by. Have a great night from Tweety Pie. You too, Tweety. Can't wait to see you next stream. Good work, guys. Thank you, Lewis. Glad you could join us, brother.
Thanks, Lewis.
Good night and have an awesome week, everyone. From Keisha, you too, Keisha, and be safe out there. And you got any more news, let us know. We'll be glad to talk about it. And Geek says happy birthday to Plank as well. So, yeah. All right, guys. So, without any further ado, this has been Falchion for Evil and Geek. You know me. I'm Ghost. 2 fingers is peace. Later. Well, I forgot to do the whole
Outro music.
Yep. Almost missed it.